Welcome to this webinar on B2B social media best practices with DPRAG USA, a member of the GACC South. I'd like to thank Lori Logan, Marketing Manager with DPRAG USA, for taking the time to join us today. Before I hand over to her, I'd like to invite you all to interact with us using the chat function below.
Hello, this is Lori Logan, Marketing Manager with DPRAG USA, and I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad to share with you my experiences with social media. Who is DPRAG? DPRAG is located in Amberg, Germany, and we are a global manufacturer that designs, manufactures, and distributes handheld air tools, feeders, air motors, automatic assembly machines, and also industrial tools such as drills, grinders, and so on. Amberg is located in the southern part of Germany, in Bavaria. We are about 1 hour northeast of Munich. DPRAG has 87 years of experience, and we have 600 employees worldwide with production facilities in the Czech Republic, in Germany, and in China. Who am I? I was born in Munich, Germany, and raised there as well. Also, my education was done in Germany. I came to the United States in 1984 to work for DPRAG USA. At that time, it was a two-man outfit. We had one person inside and one person outside. Now we have 18 employees and 52 outside representatives. I am the marketing manager, and I am responsible for the branding, the marketing, and the sales of all of the DPRAG products on the North American continent. The North American continent actually also is not limited. We have from Canada through the US and Mexico, which is a very important area for us. We also have Central America and South America, with the exception of Brazil and Argentina. DPRAG USA has been in business for 37 years, and we're located outside of Dallas, Texas. We are owned 100% by DPRAG Germany. Social media statistics are important to know because they are changing rapidly over the last 10 years, and they will change again in the future. One of the reasons you should be using social media are these percentages. 67% of the public in the United States uses social media. 88% of the public aged 18 through 29 uses social media. And 71% of the public aged 30 through 65 uses social media. So you can see that almost 90% of young people are using social media, and these young people will be your clients or your customers in another 5 to 10 years. 88% of businesses that have more than 100 employees actually use Twitter for marketing purposes. The main channels for social media are Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Snapchat. DPRAG uses Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. We do not sell to the general public, so Facebook, even so we have a presence, is not something that we are heavily invested in. We invest into LinkedIn because they have the clientele that we try to reach. The advantages and benefits for social media are mainly to get your message, the company message, your corporate message, your product, or your service out to the public. You want to make sure that you have brand recognition. That means keep your profiles very similar and recognizable. We want to increase traffic. We know there is manufacturers out there that we have not reached yet. This is a way to reach them. Target your ideal customers. A dedicated social media campaign for a certain product or a certain service is very helpful in increasing the sales of that particular product or introducing new products. Improve your search engine optimization. Every post you put on social media can be looked at and found through standard search engines like Google or Yahoo. You have interaction on social media. A customer can ask for pricing or he can ask for technical details. You can also put corporate updates out there, such as, are you planning a trade show? Are you having announcements? You want to inform your customers that you are closed for certain holidays. You have openings for hiring, or you just want to name certain employees and tell them happy birthday, or you've been with us for the last 15 years. The more you incorporate also your staff, the more you are looked at with good regard. When you get started with social media, there are certain things you should and certain things you should never do. The way to select your content is make sure it relates to your business and your communication strategy. That means your branding should be identical or very similar and recognizable. You should use products and services that can be looked up on your website. You can post newsletters that again should be on your website as well. Make a decision in regards to what channel is best suited to reach your customers. If you are more service related, you may want to use Facebook instead of LinkedIn. For us, being product related and not selling to the general public, LinkedIn is our best channel. Design your social media presence. Select the person you want to be in charge of your postings, and then establish a social media calendar. A step-by-step instruction for a social media calendar includes some very important points that need to be watched and that should be followed. Determine how many postings per week or month or day you want to post. We post 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Generate postings. Put it on a worksheet. I use Excel as a spreadsheet. You will see some examples after this. You can add pictures. You should always have either catalog or video links. Try not to put pictures in that are just general people. If you need to put a person in it, use a staff member. And always be very selective and knowledgeable about the response to your picture. You should limit the pictures and the links or videos to a product or service offered. Use a cross-posting software such as Hootsuite. We basically put our postings for 3 months at a time on Hootsuite, and Hootsuite is very smart in outputting those posts in the right design for a particular social media channel, such as Twitter is limited on letters, Pinterest is more picture related, and Hootsuite can do this automatically for you. You have to make sure that somebody that speaks the language, that is a native in the language, proofreads it. Even for me, when I write posts, I do have sometimes things that I say that may not be 100% the right way of saying it. So always find someone that absolutely knows how to speak the language and what words to use at all times. Try and absolutely stay away from any entanglements such as politics, social warrior posts, or other sensitive material. It's not worth it. It can backfire in a big way, and you don't want to be your post, or you don't want your post to go viral because of somebody putting something down that should not be related to your company or its product. Have a very strict control over the posting. That means you need to avoid that a disgruntled employee can go on there and take over your social media channel and post whatever they feel they need to post. For that, make sure every password is changed every 2 weeks. There are very smart password generators that can be used very easily, and it limits access and damage. You want to also disallow posting or direct posting by the public. If you have a post and they can respond to it and they have a beef with you or your product or your staff, then that can also backfire. So I have our social media channels set up to where they can actually send me messages, but they cannot directly post on my channel. And then never, ever set up any social media auto responses to postings. That is not a good idea, and I'll show you later why not. When I work on a social media calendar, I'm showing 3 different pages. I have different areas I want to post, and I have different channels I want to post it to. Generally, each posting is on an Excel spreadsheet. The headers are subject. That means, what do I want to talk about? The date, when does it need to be posted? What social platform am I posting to? And what is the posting itself? I do that for staff updates. That includes birthdays, holidays, anniversaries. Then I do also shows and events. Those are the things where you will be at a certain exhibition or you have certain special event going on. This is a good way of doing it. It also allows you to highlight certain events. For us, it is an important trade show that we go to every year, and generally I promote that more heavily than any other post. The third sheet is product innovations and news. This is where you want to show exactly what it is that you have as a product or a service. You can add a picture, you can add a video link, and that will then automatically show up on your posting. What do we do with all the leads or the responses that we get from social media? We use a online industrial video newsletter platform called Global Spec, and they also call themselves Engineering 360. Anybody can sign up for it. Our advantage on that is that with relative low investment, we generate a lot of new customers and we generate a lot of orders. So we use Global Spec because it cross-posts into our social media channels. So if I have a video newsletter going out on Global Spec, on the same day, that link will show up on my social media channels. I generate leads. I find new customers. I have 46% of new customers come from this video newsletter platform, and 48% of all the leads that we receive are actually for overseas, and I'm sending those to DPRAC Germany for them to process. We have approximately a total of 8,500 qualified leads per year. Qualified leads for me means that I actually look at every lead that comes in before it goes out to my representatives or my salesmen, so that they actually know that this is a good lead. The cost is approximately $100,000 per year, and our response or our results are tremendous. Omega Precision has ordered for almost $1 million. Schweiz Engineering, first order was $350,000. And those are just 2 customers out of all of the new customers that we generate per year. I also wanted to give you a couple of examples of social media posts that went horribly wrong, and it goes from large corporations like Electrolux and IKEA, but it doesn't stop there. We also had our own experience with that, and when we started printing catalogs and newsletters, our headquarters in Germany thought it is correct to translate perfekte Schraubtechnologie with ultimate screwing technique. Another page shows you where there is some very problematic postings and also the consequences. And that's why I said you have to make sure that you have someone to double check your postings and nothing goes out without that it is approved. So have 4 eyes instead of 2 eyes reading every post. Should you have any questions, please be free to contact me. My contact information is on this presentation, and I appreciate your time and your attention. Thank you very much.